Hi class. I got a couple of emails as well about the class blog assignment, so I kind of want to go through that real quickly and may clarify anything that might need to be clarified. I've pulled up our class Google site, and there is a link to the class blog assignment on the far left, on the left sidebar. If you click on that, let's go ahead and pull that assignment up. Okay, here's the group assignment, the class blog assignment. One of the questions was regarding whether or not there are two parts to this assignment, so I need to kind of make that clear. There's a group post, and then there are individual responses to that post. So first let me talk about the group posts, okay? What's going to happen is each group is going to, and this assignment, by the way, has to be done as a group. So if there are 3 people in your group, or 4, all of you have to get together. You're all going to have to research an issue, pick an issue that you want, and draft up the post on that issue, and then post that up on the class blog. But anyway, so as a group, if you look down, if you scroll down towards the bottom of the web page for the blog assignment, you'll see there are group assignments. And so you'll see there that I've kind of put in week 2 was my week. That was the TPAC post that I had you go out and respond to. So we're going to start with week 3, I'm sorry. And so what you're going to do as a group, you're going to come in here and you're going to pick 2 separate weeks. Each group has to post 2 different weeks. So for instance, I'm just going to put in here, if I was group, and you might want to give your group a specific kind of a name. For purposes of just explaining here, I'm just going to go ahead and just say, okay, I'm in group 1. So I got together with my group 1 members, and we all decided that we wanted to do the group post on the 3rd week. And again, I guess we want to do it on the 7th week. So you're going to type in your group name, okay? So that's how each group is going to go in. Pick 2 different weeks and just put your group name there, and so I know which group is going to be working on which week, okay? I'm going to take these out because you're going to be filling these in. But basically that's what you're going to do. And then, so as a group, you are going to go out, and I think the assignment told you to go out and search the internet for issues. And so let's say, for instance, I'm going to go to my search engine. Okay, so I went ahead and pulled up my search engine, and I'm just going to type in here special education issues, something fairly broad, and you'll look here and you'll see all kinds of links that have current topics in special ed or critical issues facing special ed. You're going to have to do some searching, probably. Going to have to kind of go through and kind of dig a little bit and try to identify an issue that you think would be interesting to other class members, and something that's current, that's being talked about right now. There are other, you could type in here, if autism is an area or a disability you're interested in, you could just type in here current autism issues, and you'll look here, there's all kinds of issues here, current issues that are about in autism. Some of these are forums, some of these are blogs, so you need to kind of dig a little bit, but as a group, research some issue that you want to work on, okay? And then what you're going to do, I'm going to go back to the class blog assignment. What you're going to do here is, as a group, you are going to post the issue to the class, and you're going to ask class members opinions about that issue. If you look further down here, you'll notice that there are some criteria for a group post. You need to list both sides of the issue or the argument. You need to relate the information to something, a personal experience you might have had. You have to discuss it at a critical level. You'll see there's 2 stars next to level, and so it tells you down here, note what I mean by a critical level. You're just not reciting facts from the article. Then the next thing you have to, the length of the post should be about 1 word processing page, okay? So it's not some short assignment. I really want you to identify what the issues are, or what the issue is, what the pros and cons, what both sides of that issue are, and then I want you to pose the question to your classmates on what they think. Do they agree? Do they disagree? So that's what you're going to do as a group, okay? Some of the rules is that on the week that you post an issue, so your group posts the issue, you will not need to respond to a post. And one of the questions I think was asked was that you wouldn't be able to post 10 individual. You wouldn't be able to respond to 10 individual 10 times. But if you look here, you'll see that we have 12 weeks. Let's see, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 weeks. We have 6 groups. So each group will be able to post an issue 2 times, okay? And so that would mean that at least 2 of the weeks you're not responding because you're posting, but there'll be 10 weeks left over if you subtract 2 from 12. There'll be 10 other weeks where you will be able to respond to another group's post. So you'll be fine that way. Like I said, the posting of issues is a group activity. The responding to the issues is an individual activity. Does that make sense? And you'll notice here that I also have criteria for individual posts. And it tells you right here what you're going to be graded on. So you need to look at that and make sure that you can discuss one point you like and one point you dislike. And you need to tell me why, not just that you do. And that length should be about a half of a word processing page. And I kind of gave you an approximation. I'm not going to count words, but it kind of gives you an idea of the length that I'm looking at. Okay, I'm not looking at a really one sentence or couple sentence answer. I want you to think about it, and I want you to be able to discuss it on a critical level. Okay, so that's basically the class blog assignment. So just let me reiterate a little bit. You, as a group, you're going to come in again and you're going to choose 2 separate weeks, and you're going to sign up here. Okay, so put your group name underneath the weeks that you want, 2 different weeks. Okay, and as a group you're going to get together and you're going to research an issue, go out, search the internet. Okay, and you're going to make sure that you write it up, and you need to make sure you define the issue and you list pros and cons. You can include websites, resources where you found things. That's fine. And then on the weeks that you post as a group, you will not need to respond to the post. Okay. And then on the weeks that you don't post as a group, you will have to respond. Okay. So for instance, if week 4, group 2 is responsible for the group post, okay, but you're in group 1, you'll be responsible to respond individually, not as a group, to group 2's post. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's some other things that I want you to be aware of. You'll look here on the site, you'll see that there is a video called Blogging in Plain English. It's about a 3-minute video. I strongly recommend that you look at it. It gives you a broad kind of definition and an overview of what blogging really is, which might help you to understand a little bit why I'm asking you to do this. The other thing is an article here that'll give you an idea of how I envision our class blog, what I want it to do. So you may also want to go out and click on that article to give yourself a better idea of what this is about. Let's see here. The other thing I was going to point out to you is you can see examples of past students' work. If you go on the left sidebar underneath course items, you'll see a class blog. And you'll see here, these are some past assignments that were done. I'm trying to think if I can see one that I think is a really, really good one. Let's see here. This one here on hyperbaric chambers and autism was kind of an interesting. You might want to look through that and see how they posted that. They have included some links here. And they do give some pros and cons, and they ask some questions of the group. Let's see here. There was another one as well. Let me see if I can find that one for you. And that I thought was a very good post. I think that this one here on December 2nd, 2009 about the deaf-blind placement in school settings was a good example. Let's see here. Let me look in the 2010. And this was last year's class, last winter's class. I thought this was an interesting article too. This one on autism and robots. It's the January 29th, 2010 class blog. You might want to read through that and see kind of what students have done. I would just look through each one of these and see what how students have done this and kind of some of the things that they've outlined. It'll give you an idea of what I might be looking for. Okay, so that's a resource for you if you need it. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and step back through here. Go back to our rules again and our class blog assignment. So that's basically the class blog assignment, okay? And I'm hoping that I've answered those questions that a couple of class members have posed to me. If you have any other questions, though, please feel free to email me, all right? I hope this is helpful.